August, less than half of the 980...
Tal Afar in Nineveh province, some 65 kilometers northwest of Mosul, fell under the control of extremist armed groups in 2014. Its pre-conflict population was thought to be around 200,000 people. Since April this year, more than 30,000 people fled Tal Afar district, many living in camps, sheltering other families, also mainly displaced from Mosul. We fear that Iraqi civilians are likely to be held as human shields again, and that attempts to flee could result in executions and shootings. We call on all parties to the conflict to allow civilians to leave the conflict area and to access safety. We are also concerned about the reports that in some instances displaced Iraqi families from Tal Afar are being denied access to safety in locations that have capacity to absorb them.
We're also receiving reports from our staff in Iraq of the thousands of people who are fleeing the conflict on the outskirts of Tal Afar as the fighting and operations have not reached the city centre yet. Since the 18th of August, around 1,500 individuals have been received at IOM's Hajj Ali emergency site, and more than 1,700 individuals have been received at the Kiara emergency site, which was constructed by IOM.
Women and girls under the control of ISIL, in particular women from the Yazidi and other minority communities, have been especially vulnerable to abuses of human rights and violation of international humanitarian law, including rape and sexual assault, forced displacement, abduction, deprivation of liberty, slavery, forced religious conversion, and cruel, inhumane and degrading treatment.
Provide necessary and enough assistance to...
WHO will be using the same approach in Tal Afar as it did in the support provided for those fleeing from Mosul. So the initial emphasis is on providing trauma care as close as possible to the fighting in order to reach people in what we call the golden hour. So that first hour is highly important to reach people after trauma, to give trauma care.
The Russian Federation, Tajikistan, and the United Arab have announced it already. We will have...
Thank you very much for joining us, and